I need some music. Hey guys, welcome to Ace's Play and Draw. My name is Ace, I'm gonna be your host tonight. Oops, hold on. Let me change the... There we go. Alright. Alright. Sorry, I didn't give myself enough time to be prepared. Need just maybe like 2 more minutes, but... So today I had a quick change of plans. Also, we are doing this a bit early today because I have an errand to run. I have an errand to run around like 4, so we're gonna end like 3:30 today, my time. So we're ending I'll just say we're ending about like an hour and a half early. So I'm starting early, an hour early. So quick. It was I guess from the last minute, it was something that came out like last night. It's just by the time I figured it out, it was like late. I was like, yeah, you know what? No, it's fine. Whatever. I'll start early. It's fine. You guys are fine. Oh, you know what? Ooh, hold on. You guys are. I forgot to start stream bot, and that's why my overlay isn't for the chat is not up. Hold on. So, I mean, I needed like 2 more minutes, and I didn't give myself enough time. I was also trying to like rush to. Working now. Damn it. Oh, let me turn the music down. Hold on. There we go. Okay, now it's connected. All right, cool. There's something else not connected. Oh, the new stream. Speaker bot too. All right, hang on a second, cause I just realized I didn't get. There's like several apps I didn't start up. Hold on. And I also need to mute this now. Hold on. Because you guys are just gonna get spammed as soon as I start this. So whenever I start speaker bot, it does through like a testing or like a startup phase. I mean, it just throws a bunch of prompts out for it just to say. Yeah, I have like a button to start up everything, and for whatever reason it's not working. I don't know why. Huh, weird. Yeah, so today we're gonna be finishing up Sunna. I'm still working on her. I was thinking maybe I was gonna get it done by last night. Although that was more wishful thinking. But yeah, I also kind of got to a point where I just needed to do like pretty much finished my first pass of lighting. I was gonna go back and just do the second and third, which doesn't take very long. And then I realized that like the posing might not be as good as it could be, and so I was in the middle of actually fixing my posing, and there it goes. Also, why isn't that connected to Lumia stream? There we go. That's weird. Silence you. Okay, now we're good. Now everything's started up. Okay, cool. So, yeah, so what I was saying is, I was working on the posing, and I think it looks better now, kind of. I think I might want to just make a light tweak. And so we're gonna working on that, and I believe by the time we finish stream today, it should be done. Now I was gonna go ahead and do the raffle drawing, however, nobody, like there's 2 people that have posted on X, and I really want more people, so please hold on. Are my is my thing up and working too? No, yeah, I'll just real quick. Hold on. Please post your OC for. I want more than just 2 people, and the only 2 people that have like entered were people that like kind of they have like their one OC and they just kind of post it to every single art raffle post that they can find on X. And so like I want kind of more people than that. I want at least 3 people. So I'm giving everyone one more day for the art raffle. So if you have an OC and you want me to draw it, please go ahead and post that to one of my social posts, either an X, Blue Sky, Threads. It's on Threads. Join the Discord as well. I'll go ahead and to talk about, you know, my socials. There's our socials right. Oh, here we go. Okay, now it's not working. What the hell? What the hell is going on with? Oh, is my thing not working again? Hold on. Shit. Probably, I think it logged me out. I'm gonna have to like start checking to see. Every time I go live, I'm gonna have to now go see if it's actually like connected. Yeah, it's time me out. Of course. Now it's gonna work. Oh, bitch. Alright, there you go. So there's the link tree for that, and I'm actually gonna grab the link right there. Sorry for like spamming that on. Please post your OC for the art raffle over on the socials. Or it's over on X, Blue Sky, Threads, or the Discord. And then I'm going to pin this over in X until the stream ends. Alright, so there's that. So we're gonna give everyone one more day since we only got like 2 entries. So definitely go ahead and post that, and then as long as we get like 1 more, we can do this. I mean, I don't know. I'll make a judgment call tomorrow. I'd rather not just do it if there's only 2 people, you know. I don't know how I feel about it. I get it, not everyone has like OCs, they just want to see art, you know, but I see other people post our OC, like post your OC and I'll draw it. I've seen those posts all the time. I see people post all, like, I see so many, but also then again, those are also coming from accounts that have like thousands of followers. And so yeah, what we're gonna do today is, like I said, we're just gonna draw Sunna. Finished drawing Sunna. See something. It's just the thing is though. I'm gonna pull up. All right. I think that's right. I didn't finish. I haven't finished my house clean just yet. So so yeah, check out the link tree though that I posted earlier. It has everything, all the socials I was just talking about earlier, Discord as well. Also, you can wow, there's a link to Steam for my game. There's link to Ko-fi and Patreon if you want to support me as an artist. I'll have a more direct link right there. And this stream is sponsored by Stubby as per usual. Go ahead and check out the link for that I just posted for 10% off. And there's different flavors. There's anime collabs. This one right here specifically is orange creamsicle. Now actually I'm trying to get sponsored by G Fuel. I sent an application out for G Fuel. Because W tastes good. W's good, but I can't get over G Fuel's Nuka-Cola flavor. Since it just upgraded, so like I want to get sponsored by G Fuel. So yeah, there's that. So let's go ahead and get into the drawing here. I think I covered everything. I did fix my buttons. So my buttons are actually working now, although it looks like I still need to fix my starting up button. Okay. So yeah, this is... Why isn't that starting? It's fine. I just said that I fixed my buttons, and there it goes. I was like, why is that working? It's working now. So... This is where I'm further than this. I swear. I have like light and stuff. It's just like right now I'm trying to fix the posing, so I had to go back down to just the base colors and stuff. And so I think I need to fix this leg because the center is off to me. So I think if I just move this leg forward a little more, I think it might be good. And then I think I actually might have to add a little more to the leg, but it's just like I'm just adding on to a little bit and then just filling them with this color. So it's not a big deal. Yeah, let's go ahead and just do that. Let me all this, and it's gonna suck because when I do this, it like I'm moving a lot of layers at once, and it tends to not really like that. Yeah. Okay, so now wait, hold on. That's right. I didn't select all the layers. Okay, so mine is not ignoring the broken part. I think just look at the overall. Actually, I think I did draw. Hold on. Hold on. Let's move this up so I can better. The whole thing is like right now it looks like she is, if she would be pose wise, she would be putting more weight on, if she's gonna be leading this way, you're gonna put more weight on this leg, but then this leg can't be as over as it is, which is why I need to kind of move it more inward. I like that. So now what we're gonna do, that looks good. Oh yeah, oops, I forgot. Hold on, I have to... Put that back up, and then start with 2 back up. I'm gonna change the music. Oops. Uh-oh. Cool. Oh, to say, was my thing not working? Like, I was fine with the pose until, like, I got it almost done. And I was like, hold on. Not, so I thought. Alright, here comes the jank. Go back in. So, so I have this shortcut key button. Brad, what's going on? How's it going? Yeah, I have the shortcut key remote thing for. It's technically for, you know, my drum pad, this thing. And I have the buttons set, and I set up my main buttons, and I was like, oh, I'm kind of running out of room for the eyedropper, so, and like the paint bucket, so I'll put that on the second set of buttons because it has like 4 sets altogether. How's our coming along? It's coming good. I'm just I'm doing a fix. So I got like the first like pass of lighting done, and then I started thinking that the posing wasn't all that great. So I've gone back and I'm fixing the posing, so I kind of had to go all the way back to like the final line work, and then just kind of I'm working my way back up to where I left off. Actually, I do need to do the hair still, so technically the first pass isn't done yet. We gotta do the hair, but and then I'm gonna do the second and third pass, and then I should be done by the end of the stream. This is where I was before. Show you real quick. This was supposed for. This is where I left off. This is where I got before. I was like, you know what? I think I need to fix the pose because the pose is kind of stiff looking, a little bit. So now I fixed it. So she's like kind of leaning more. She's got her hip kind of out a little bit. Ignoring the lighting, obviously. I think maybe her head should maybe tilt more like this. Oh. Hold on. I think her head should tilt more like this way. No, actually, no, that's fine. No, it's fine. I mean, I guess make it a little more interesting if I did, but it's gonna be a lot of work. I feel like this should have been done already. I'm already at 12 hours actually into this, and I'm still not like I'm about halfway done, but I just keep finding. My problem is that I keep finding things. I keep finding things to like fix, and like I finally figured out what the detail is on this. It's kind of like a bottom of a phone or something. And then like I forgot this thing down here, and the detail on this I had to fix, and the ears I kept fixing the ears. I had to fix her little hair piece to hold, like she has like a ponytail over here, and she has this thing to hold the ponytail over there. Actually I'm pointing. I don't think you guys. Oh, you can't see me. I don't think you guys can. You guys see my cursor? You can't get my cursor. Okay, cool. Yeah, so yeah, just a bunch of small little things I had to keep fixing. And then to make it worse, I had to go fix the posing. So yeah. I also fixed the her little like plaits or whatever, her like these things down here. So after I drew those out, I realized that it's not as curvy as I thought it was. Like I was looking at it, I was like, oh, it's just curvy, so I was drawing, and I didn't realize that, oh shit, like there's parts, like especially right here, which is this kind of black part of the dress, like it's different. It's more like curvy here than this is. This is like less curvy, so I had to fix that because I was drawing it all the same, and then like also these things were as curvy, so I had to fix that too. It just means then I had to fix the lighting for those things. So I was like, fuck. So yeah, but that's all fixed. I'm just gonna go up and fix the light and all this. And fix the sheeting. So I finished what's the Fallout? Yeah. So I finished Fallout. TV show. It's pretty good. It wasn't like amazing. But It's still a lot better of an adaptation than like other video game shows and movies and stuff, I would say. Finding remnants of old lines I erased that didn't get completely erased. I feel this line could be a little thicker. Yeah, I didn't finish it right away though. I got busy. I'm like juggling a lot right now. Like I'm even having a hard time like finding time to like work on my game. It's just almost all the stuff that's going on right now, like the shows I'm trying to keep up on, the streams I'm trying to keep up on. I'm thinking maybe of like, I think maybe like taking a week off or something, just so I can of streaming, so I can just focus on other things. So I can make a good amount of progress in my game, and which I did say that might happen. There's there's gonna be chances where I might need to take a break from this and like small breaks. So that might be coming up soon, honestly. And I like this is just beginning of the year stuff, taxes and doctor's appointments and I think of where's the song from? Oh, it's a me verse, or the me song. So we do have the state of play happening. Unfortunately, I am unavailable to watch it live and stuff by the time I am available. It's gonna be long over, so I'd rather not stream on a Thursday when I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow. So I will be covering it live. Oh no, you know what? That's right, because I'm not gonna be streaming for like a whole week until like, well, less than a week actually. After tomorrow's stream, so I'll probably talk about it live like next week. Briefly even talk about it, but I'm gonna I'll do if something like big happens, something big happens, maybe I'll do like a quick like hour stream just to talk about live with you guys. And then yeah. I think that'd be pretty cool, right? What is happening? Oh, I see what's happening now. Okay. I see. Like if Kingdom Hearts gets announced or something, which I doubt, but you know, wishful thinking, right? All right, that's fixed. I'm gonna go with each one individually, which is the normal, so I could just see. Just getting shade in the arm is fine. Okay, yeah, it was just the legs. Oh wait, oops. Fix all that. Actually, let me switch to my program. Should be doing that. Switch this. This. I did actually pull for Sunna last night, finally. I got her. I was pretty happy. The thing too is I'm like kind of switching back and forth between like two gacha games right now because Zenless, I love Zenless, but like, did you gacha games out? Excuse me. Freaking Artfield. Artfield's really good. I'm really enjoying Artfield. What's going on there? Is that... I must have been on the wrong layer. And I was. Oh yeah, the thing I was talking about earlier. So I'll say this again. So so I have this, right? My shortcut keys, so I can press these buttons and I can get basically use a shortcut to do certain action, do whatever actions I set that shortcut to do. There's the standard shortcuts, so I can just switch between tools. That's all I really need. But I was running out of room for the eyedropper tool, and so I was always switching back and forth between like because this thing has ability. If you do need more shortcuts, then this can have then you can press a button. You can set it to where one of the buttons can switch over to like a different set of buttons. And so I was switching back and forth on my eyedropper, and then I realized last night as I'm doing this that one of the by default, and I left it at default, that this is set to alt, and I forgot that that alt is alt. If you hold alt well in your brush, your one of the brushes, I think pen too, it'll switch over to eyedropper. I forgot about that, so I've been doing this whole like switching back and forth thing because I kind of do need the eyedropper at times. I forgot I could just press the alt button and I can pull up, I can hold it and it pulls up the eyedropper without me having to switch to it. And then as soon as I let go, it switches back to the brush. Something that Photoshop does to you. One second, guys. Skin lighting is off. The skin shading for some reason is off. I don't... Oh wait, because dark, because I don't have the lighting on. It's just a shading. Okay. I confused myself. Oh no. Work. Alright, now I'm gonna fix this layer. And then the next layer after that, and then I'll be about caught up to where it was before I started to fix the posing. Yay. Goody! And actually, I think what we'll do is as soon as I'm fixing all the layers, I'm going to take a break. Super! Let me... I'm not being confused here. The reason why it's taken so long is because one, Zenla's own 0 characters are very detailed. There's a lot of small little details here and there. And 2, I'm being a perfectionist a little bit. I'll admit it. I'm being a little bit of a perfectionist. I try not to be a perfectionist because I know that when you do, it's like it just takes longer to get things done, and then like I don't know, if you get really far into that, if you listen to that part of your brain, it's like I don't know, it's like it's never good ever, and then like you could even it could lead to you not finishing a piece, and so I just try real hard not to listen to it. I listen to it to like an extent. Because, like, that's the part that's going to make it look good. That's the part of my brain that's going to make it look good. But, like, I know he can actually be really toxic, too. In a way. Not toxic, and I guess maybe not toxic, if that's the right word. He could be... Best way to say this. Like, he could, like, make it to where I can't get things done. You know? Basically. And so I gotta sometimes just be like, no, it's good enough. You're right, it may not be that great, but, you know, it's good enough. If it's not that great, then, you know, the next time. You know, next piece. I really had to fix with that. Well, you know. Oh, I gotta fix all this now, too. Okay. I can fix. Yeah, when it comes to like your perfectionist side as an artist, kind of like very similar to like it's more of a life situation for just everybody in general. It's like when you are a weird analogy, but like when you do stuff you shouldn't be doing, like when you're kind of like peer pressure, I guess, the peer pressure talk. The peer pressure talk like I'm there. Like, you know, drugs or alcohol. I gotta say no. Just say no. It's the same thing. When it comes to my perfectionist side, sometimes I have to tell no. But you could just fix it. You just spend like 2 more hours. Just fix this and that. Fix this little. No, no, it's done. We're moving on. Say no to drugs, kids. Well, you can prevent forest fires. do, 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 do. We're gonna fix that. Ooh. Do 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 do. You bitch. You suck. Actually, no, that might be the lighting. Oh. I see the problem is now. I see the problem. That was the problem. Oops. Alright, so then the shadows should be fine mostly. That again. What's going on there? I think it's in the base color. I have to fix that. That's not right. Actually, nah, that's too much. I was thinking maybe. No. basically what I'm doing right now is I'm adding ambient occlusion, which is gonna make it, you know, 'cause I'm adding like extra shading and just small little like nooks and cranny areas, pretty much. Anywhere where like two objects are like really close together or touching, that's pretty much where you want to put these. I also use the same layer for adding in the kind of dark strands on the and the shading of the hair. It adds more detail to. I've learned just by doing it, I've learned that it adds more detail to the hair in the shading areas. Before I wouldn't add shading, I wouldn't do anything at all. I would just leave it alone. Then I was like, you know, what if I just like do this, and it actually just started making it look a lot better. So I started doing it ever since. Basically, when you're doing this part, just think like, okay, is shadows hitting here? No. Or is lighting in here at all? No. I did want to add a try and the first time doing this, but add some bounce lighting to the hair, like down here. I see it happen a lot. A lot of artists will do that in their art, so I kind of want to do the same thing. I'll try and attempt it. Just like kind of bounce lighting of the skin onto the hair. I'm gonna try to see if I can do it. If not, I'll just kind of scrap it. But practice it more, I guess. Try and figure out another way to incorporate it into my art. The way that I do art is different from like a lot of other the way that other people do their art, and I think I have to put this up here too, yeah. Now see if I can move it. You can see now it kind of adds to the shade and makes the shading pop more. You guys can see that. I have to fix whatever weirdness is going on down here. Alright, let's fix. That's that. No, no, actually, it gets that in the base. Okay. Where's it? This one. Oops. Alright, oh yeah, this weirdness, I can figure what this is. Not the lighting, it's not the skin lighting, is it shading? Not the shading. The skin shading. Well, it's actually both shading, okay, so... So this is just overlapping, so I just get to erase all this. Easy peasy. Probably all it is, just overlapping. Not off. Yeah, that's all it is. That's all it is. Just overlapping. Just gonna erase it. I was thinking maybe I went over it. Was in wrong layers and shit, but alright, so the next thing to do now that I caught back up is I'm going to, oh, you know what, there's one more. This is this a shading? Yeah, it's a shading. The lighting, okay. Grab that and pull that in. Boom. Alright. So the vivid, turn this back on, turn that back on. Alright, so I'm gonna go take a break. When I get back, we're gonna finish up the first oh, my back. Yeah. We're gonna finish up the first layer here. We're gonna finish up the first layer, the first pass of lighting. That's what I'm trying to say. With the hair. The hair is like last part of this, and then we will move on to the second and third, and you know, just basically get to the finalizing, which shouldn't take long. There's a chance I might get to the very end and then like get close to the very end and I'll have to end it, but we'll see. We will see. I think I'll be able to get there in time. If not, then I will finish up tonight, and then I will get it posted for. My goal is to get this done by tonight, so I can get it out tomorrow on Patreon and Ko-fi. So, so if you want to actually see the finalized version again, make sure to follow me on Ko-fi and stuff. I'll post that now. Ko-fi and Patreon. And I will be working on an alt. It's not a complete alt, it's just a color change pretty much just for Valentine's Day, because Valentine's Day is coming up in like 4 days. So I figured I came up with it, or I didn't come up with it. Actually, my friend gave me the idea, a coworker actually. Coworker gave me the idea of doing a Valentine's version of this. So she was asking, "Are you doing Valentine's Day version? Is that what it is?" I'm like, no, it's not. But then that's when I get an idea. I was like, oh, they can do like an alt, like colored version. Just basically just change the colors, which won't take long. It takes like 2 seconds, honestly. But yeah, so I will be doing that. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take a break. there'll be some for the Twitch people. There'll be some ads. There'll be some regular ads as per usual, and then for everybody there'll be in-stream ads. So, but for the Twitch people, if you don't want to see ads, you can use a Twitch Prime sub to, or just subscribe in general. But yeah, let's make. Hopefully this works. I shall be right back. Hey guys, Ace here. I'm here to talk to you about our sponsor, W. What does W ask? I'll go ahead and tell you. W is a clean energy drink that is made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or angst like other energy drinks. W contains amino acids, vitamins, a non-tropic, and 150 milligrams of caffeine. Best of all, it's zero sugar, no hidden ingredients, and gluten-free. W sells all different types of flavors, including Tiger's Blood, Japanese Soda, Push and Punch, and S'mores. You can also head over to their website and check out their merch and shakers. Also, while you're there, check out their anime collabs. Their current collabs are for Furin, Chainsaw Man, and Soul Leveling. I personally got the Ingress bottle because Ingress is awesome. So what are you waiting for? Use my 10% off code and get your tubs today. Thanks again to W for sponsoring. Now let's get back to the video. Or the stream. Wherever this is playing. All right. We are back. And what we're gonna do right now is, so I've been trying to like watch this whole trying to cover this whole Kingdom Hearts news. And so I want to react to a video. I tried to react to Cynical's video, and that failed because the microphone was like off. I was muted like up until like towards the end when Aldo came in and my mod came in and said that I was muted. I was like, oh no! So I think that messed up. But yeah, I'm not muted now, obviously. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull up a new video. So we're not gonna watch Cynical's video. We're actually gonna watch the Night Sky Prince's video. Let me go ahead and pull that up. Second. That should have worked. It did not. One second. Why isn't this working? Hold on, what's going on here? For some reason my browser is not seeing Opera. I don't know why. Opera. Open back up, maybe. It was just seeing it like before. I was on break. That's why it took a little bit longer to break because I was making sure that Opera that my capture was gonna see the Opera, so I'd set up real quick just to make sure it's working. And now it's not working. I don't know why. Oh boy. Maybe I add a new one. Maybe that picks up on it. No, what the hell? Well, that's annoying. There we go. Now it's working. Gibbous. Actually, hold on 1 second. I gotta not here on my end. Oh, because okay. Alright, let me stop the music. Okie dokie. All right, now we're ready. Okay. So, and hopefully these buttons work. So here, okay. And I'm actually gonna try and record this as well. Hopefully it works. If not, I'll just take it from the thing. So, I was just so let me just reiterate what we're gonna do in here. So I'm gonna continue drawing. However, I wanted to cover this news, and maybe a little too late and whatever. So we got recent news for Kingdom Hearts, and basically what the rumor is that what it is that we're gonna be getting Kingdom Hearts 1 remake, which is called it's gonna be called Lux, a Relux. Which makes sense because Lux is in Kingdom Hearts lore that means light, and so Relux, relight, so they kind of like remake. It's all like take a huge grain of salt though, because nothing's been confirmed. It's all speculation. It's all rumors. So I did try to react to this earlier on a couple days ago, or actually the last stream. And I was having a bunch of technical issues. So, and I was trying to watch Cynical's video. So watch Cynical's video over at the Gamers Joint. I'll have a link in the description. But we're actually gonna watch the Night Sky video because he actually goes over some. I did kind of pre-watches, kind of a pre-watch, kind of. I don't remember all of it, but I do know that he voices some concerns, and I have some concerns as well. So I think we will share the same concerns, I think. But we'll any concerns he doesn't mention, I'll mention them here. So yeah, anyways, but real quick, go ahead and I'll post a link to his video down below, and also while you're down there, go ahead and like this video, subscribe, all that fun stuff. On our way now to 500 subs. But without further ado, go ahead and watch. Oh, that's not it.
Has gained insane traction. According to this rumor, the name of the game was called Kingdom Hearts Relux, with it being a supposed Crisis Core Reunion style remake of Kingdom Hearts 1.
See if this works. Okay, this works.
Developed by Tosei, the developer of Crisis Core Reunion, and the rumor said that it was going to feature brand new playable Riku segment and launch late 2026, early 2027. This rumor sent waves throughout the internet, and people began discussing the possibility of a Kingdom Hearts 1 remake. Unfortunately, people with a much more reliable track record like Nate the Hate says that notable insiders say that this is fake. Of course, course, the point of today's video is not to highlight that this rumor is fake, but rather this rumor reveals the deeper problem with Kingdom Hearts right now, and what I believe is the solution. So please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as our current goal is to get to 110k subscribers. First of all, I think we have to acknowledge that every IP in Square Enix is going through a major struggle right now. The Drakengard series is also facing a similar, if not worse, silence, with no major updates on a new Nier or Drakengard title, and Yoko Taro even saying that many of the games he was working on have been cancelled. We can only hope that one of those games wasn't a brand new Nier. Dragon Quest XII is missing in action, although at the very least, Dragon Quest is getting consistent remakes. However, it seems likely that we'll be pushing 10 years between Dragon Quest XI and XII. Adding to this, Dragon Quest has also had the recent passings of Toriyama and Sugiyama, and that could have had a tremendous amount of complication for Dragon Quest XII's development. Final Fantasy is an outlier here, and while it gets plenty of frequent releases, it also has its own struggles happening right now. So across the board, every single one of Square Enix's major IPs is going through its own unique challenges right now. And in the case of Kingdom Hearts, there was supposed to be a release that filled the gap in the form of Kingdom Hearts Missing Link. That cancellation was a devastating blow. The game was in development for
that was forever a missing link.
6 years, and at its peak had 100 developers working on it. And yet, unfortunately, most of its content will never see the light of day, at least not in the way it was originally intended. But even if Missing Link actually did launch, I don't think a lot of people would have been satisfied by a gacha. This lack of content has also caused a lot of strife between FF7R fans and Kingdom Hearts 4 fans.
See what you did there.
And with the reality setting in that we may get 3 Final Fantasy VII Remake games before we ever get Kingdom Hearts 4. The reality is that Final Fantasy VII Remake was planned as a trilogy with high code and asset reuse. For example, when they started working on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, they weren't working from scratch. They already had animations they could use. They already had a functioning battle system that they could build on top of.
Yeah, the only thing that they're really doing new would be any new environments, any new animations that they need, and any new assets that they need. Obviously new dialogue, obviously they're continuing the story, so I new cutscenes, but they get to reuse at least 25%, if not maybe 50% of the assets already made for prior games. Maybe touch it up a little bit and stuff, if they want, but for the most part, like that's why they're able to get this done. I think there's a little bit of delay in getting 7 out or 7 Part 2 out. And then we're talking about 7, by the way, 7 Remake, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, and I think the real reason why there's a little bit of delay between Part 1 and Part 2 was because that they had switched over to they were using Unreal 5 and they switched over Unreal 4, sorry, and they switched over on Unreal 5 for Rebirth. And so, but yeah, there's no switch because we're still on Unreal 5, so they're using the engine. They already know how to use it, and so obviously all they need to do is just make new assets, make new cutscenes, make new record new lines and stuff, just like anything new make, but also just reuse any assets that are already done. And yeah, that's all they really need to do, so it doesn't want to take that long to do. And that's why we're going to be getting your Rebirth, I believe they said either at the end of this year or next year, I believe. I might be next year. We haven't got any trailers yet, so I'm assuming it might be next year. Yeah.
Kept the same teams together and used the same engine. But also, they began planning the next game while they're wrapping up the one that they're currently working on. They were already in the planning stages for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth as Remake wrapped up. allowing them to go directly into working on the next project. Kingdom Hearts does not have any of these liberties. In fact, Kingdom Hearts has unique challenges that no other AAA game has. The biggest one being the world structure. Each one of Kingdom Hearts' worlds is a completely unique Disney IP. This can mean a brand new unique art style, and also means that you absolutely cannot use any assets from, say, the Toy Story world in the Frozen world.
Yeah.
From the perspective of assets and animations, Kingdom Hearts is like making multiple different mini AAA games and stitching them together. And just with that in mind alone, you can see why Kingdom Hearts takes so long. And unfortunately, this isn't a problem that can get better with Kingdom Hearts 5, because unless KH5 uses the exact same worlds, minimal asset reuse would be possible. Nomura has even commented on this, with him saying, quote, "As far as the graphic qualities, since with each new title the specs have been really increasing and there's so much more we can do in terms of graphics, it kind of limits the number of worlds that we can create in that sense. At this time, we're considering how to approach that, but there will be Disney worlds in Kingdom Hearts 4. As development times get longer, companies are trying to figure out ways to keep people engaged with the IP while waiting for the next major release. After all, the last thing you want to do is take 10 years on a project just for it to fall into obscurity and people to have moved on by the time that it launched. Kingdom Hearts has acknowledged this problem before, and their original solution was the non-numbered titles. And though this gave fans plenty of content between Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3, other issues ended up being born from this strategy. At the time of the launch of these games, people had to keep up with different hardware in order to play all of the Kingdom Hearts games. It also made following the series generally laborious. You had multiple non-numbered games and a gacha to keep up with, and this concept turned off a lot of people. This being said, I do think that non-mainline Kingdom Hearts entries are a very important thing for sustaining this franchise long term. As of right now, we've gone from too many side games to literally nothing at all. And I don't think either extreme is a good balance for this franchise. As we can observe right now, just having nothing is driving Kingdom Hearts fans insane, with them latching to any rumor that comes out. I think there are a few ways to resolve this. The first one I feel is fairly obvious. It's time for Square Enix to let other internal or external teams handle Kingdom Hearts projects again to keep the brand alive. Most of the Dragon Quest series is sustained by outsourcing. This is why the DQ series has been able to output so many remakes. Final Fantasy's output stays consistent because it's handled by Creative Studio 1, 3, and multiple other outsourcing teams when it comes to spin-offs, as well as remakes and remasters. Kingdom Hearts also used to have external developers working on its projects as well. While the OG Tokyo team was busy, you'd have studios like Jupiter and Hand working on Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories and 358 Days Over 2. That needs to happen again. In conjunction to this, I also think there's room to do true spin-offs, like an actual real spin-off. Tell stories about Keyblade wielders that are wholly unrelated to the main trio. This allows the main team to focus on Sora's journey and for Kingdom Hearts to ultimately remain a story about Sora. However, it also avoids convoluting and bogging down the main story. I think there's a certain need for modern IPs to have everything be connected. This is certainly true for Kingdom Hearts, and something that's been even more popularized by Disney's own MCU. But I think it's totally fine to have a disconnected story within the same universe. You can have overlapping or returning characters, revisit worlds, etc., but you can keep those stories mostly separate if you want to. Of course, the elephant in the room is still the Kingdom Hearts Relux rumor. Although that rumor was fake, the idea of it is still fairly sound. In my Kingdom Hearts 1 essay, I explained that I don't think Kingdom Hearts 1 needs a remake, but doing a Crisis Core Reunion style remaster actually kind of makes a lot of sense. It would still be ultimately the same game ported to the latest version of Unreal Engine, could use all of the assets that they've created so far in HD, and allow for frequent Kingdom Hearts releases. Now, I want to state that from a business perspective, this makes a ton of sense, even if I don't like it from an artistic perspective. But this is why so many companies are putting out remakes in between their major releases, especially because you don't have to have the original core team working on these projects. Your A-team can be making the next big thing, while an external studio handles an already established blueprint. Of course, what was described in this rumor is not actually a remake, as Crisis Core Reunion also wasn't technically a remake. That game is still running on PSP code that has been ported to Unreal Engine. The game's animations are also using the original animations, however, they've been retargeted to newer, high-fidelity models. This intense remastering process also gave them room to improve upon many of the game's shortcomings. This would fill in the long wait between Kingdom Hearts titles, and give brand new fans a great entry point so that they can play through the whole series. Not to say that the existing remasters aren't a great entry point, but I think you understand what I mean. Kingdom Hearts is at a crossroads. I think this series can't continue to go quiet. We don't know what kind of impact that is going to have on Kingdom Hearts 4 in terms of its marketing, although I'm sure once the marketing cycle does start, the hype will begin to generate on its own. But I think that most fans want a reason to stay in this universe, and I don't think that mobile games are a great way to do that, and I think that Square Enix even realized a bit too late that the mobile games aren't a great way to do that. There is a need for these types of high-end remakesters, bolt new spin-offs that either tie into Sora's story or don't. But in either case, the Kingdom Hearts Relux rumor proved one thing: the appetite for Kingdom Hearts is higher than ever. The developers just need to feed it. With that being said, be sure to check out my essay on Kingdom Hearts 1 and why I believe that game is still a masterpiece. So be sure to click the thumbnail on the screen now.
Okay, good video. Didn't have a lot to say on that, unfortunately. Um, Apologies, I'm still getting used to doing this on between two different computers. So yeah. I apparently what he's saying, it's not. I don't know. It is still rumor, so it's kind of up in the air. I don't think it's been debunked yet. I haven't heard anything about that. But let's just say that it is a rumor that is true. Um, maybe it gets announced at the Sony State of Play. Who knows? But let's say that it is true, right? I would love to see Crisis Core reunion style Kingdom Hearts 1. That would be amazing. The thing that kind of my gripe when it comes to replaying Kingdom Hearts 1 is like the combat. The combat's fine. It's just I prefer the Kingdom Hearts 2 combat because when you go back and play Kingdom Hearts 1, it's really slow, and it makes sense because Sora's just starting out. He just got the Keyblade, so it wouldn't make sense for him to be jumping around like he is in Kingdom Hearts 2. Kingdom Hearts 2, he's like, okay, now I'm a pro at this. I know exactly what to do. And then as you progress, you get to the end. Okay, now I'm almost like an expert now at this point. I'm flipping around. I'm destroying buildings. I'm flying through the air and stuff while fighting. Um, so it makes sense, like lore wise, like story wise, as to why it's really slow when you go play Kingdom Hearts 1, even towards the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 1. But at the same time, it's like it's hard to really kind of go back to that. Because you're really grounded. You're not jumping around as a lot. You're really grounded. You're just barely hidden. So I think there needs to be some sort of. I think that they still should keep that whole. And this is based off of if we are getting a remake on Kingdom Hearts 1. That there needs to be. I think they need to speed up combat a little bit. Like they need to have a good balance between like improving the combat but still keeping that whole not jump around as much, not you feel really limited, that so like remove the limitations, I guess, of the combat a little bit. And yeah, I do agree that they should outsource more, because it seems like they're just trying to do everything in house, and it's just taking forever. They're going from like having all these games come out to just like and they had like help, they had to outsource and stuff, to just like, no, we're gonna scrap having outsource and we're gonna do everything in house. And now you're taking forever to get things done because you only have so many people working on these games, these high AAA games that do require big teams. And now you're taking forever, and it's like you're also prioritizing one thing over. They are prioritizing um they're prioritizing Final Fantasy right now. It seems like it is Final Fantasy 7. They're prioritizing that over anything else. They did kind of still, they are still outsourcing away, like they were outsourced for Dragon Quest, I believe, as Night Prince was saying. But I don't know. I think that they do need to keep with the outsourcing. They have so many IP, and he's right. It's like you spend so long creating a game, and then it kind of loses irrelevance. Or rather, it loses relevance, becomes irrelevant. That's what I was trying to say. Um, so I think outsourcing helps with that. Like, just like what they should be doing is big game, small game. You know, figure out how long it's gonna take to create the big game, and then figure out, okay, how long is it gonna take a small game? Okay, well, can we come up with a game or two? Just to keep things relevant. Because right now we're sitting around, us Kingdom Hearts fans, just around doing nothing, twiddling our thumbs, and playing other games. We're playing Final Fantasy. We're possibly even playing Dragon Quest. We're going over to other games altogether. And it's just like, and it's just we're gonna continue doing that because we still don't know when Kingdom Hearts 4 is coming out. Something that was announced 4 years ago now at this point. So what's going on here, Square? Please. I think once I think what it is once they get once Final Fantasy Remake Part 3 comes out, I'm thinking that Nomura is gonna focus on Kingdom Hearts until he retires. I think that's gonna be what's gonna happen. Unless they decide that, hey, we want to make Final Fantasy 17 and we want it in the style of 7, and then end up pulling Nomura in. Or something. I don't know. I hope not. I hope that's not where it goes. I hope that they can just kind of let Nomura go, like let him focus on Kingdom Hearts. I think Kingdom Hearts needs more love and attention right now because it's kind of drowning. If it's not right at the bottom of the water, it's drowning. While they focus on Final Fantasy. So yeah, that's just kind of my take, my 2 cents, my worry on Kingdom Hearts right now and Kingdom Hearts 1. I think Kingdom Hearts 1 would be a remake, or like kind of a remaster remake thing, would be really cool, but I'm skeptical for sure. But yeah, again, I'll go ahead and post a link to his video down below, and also, again, while you're there, make sure to subscribe and follow and all that fun stuff. I will see you in the next video or stream. Okay, so that was that. Let's get the music back up, and I'll switch back over to the art. Not this song. Damn it. All right. I think that one was better. I think we'll be using that. Sure. I'll do one thing here. Everything's selected. I need selected. Now, I fixed the weirdness. I think for the most part I did. Oops. I missed a spot. I missed! Selecting the hair part of the lighting kind of messed up got messed up and just made it look, oops. Made it look like pixelated. Alright, I need to go back to the shadow. Alright, another thing I need to do that I didn't do. Is I need to create the hair gradient. I'll stick with that for now. So what we're gonna do. That's okay. Switch to my switch to an airbrush. And then we're going to do an overlay. And I need to adjust. I'll turn the else back on. Then I'm going to adjust the hue and saturation stuff. I'm gonna do it without it actually, so I can get a better idea what like. Here you go. Alright, so that's pretty much the first pass, so we're gonna work on the second pass now. Oh wait, no, let's do one more thing for the first pass. I forgot the eyeliner. Sure. playing. And I want to do. And now. I shading. fucked up. Damn. On the wrong layer. Damn, damn, damn. There we go. Now we're done with the first pass. The second pass is gonna be all the shiny things, or shiny bits. Yeah, we got like 10 minutes. Actually, you know what? I probably, just to be on the safe side, I will actually. I didn't know. So yeah, I'll definitely be finishing this up tonight. I won't take us longer. Probably like another 2 hours, tops. Probably not even that long. Probably just an hour. So I'm gonna do second pass, which is gonna be all the shiny things, which isn't too much. Like maybe some of the little bits here and there. Her bell for sure. And then also her eyes, and then just the final touches would be the final render, and would be the final pass would be the edge light in, the secondary light in. So yeah, with that, we can call it. Maybe some other adjustments and things like that too, but yeah. Okay, well, I want to thank everyone so much for hanging out today. Chat was quiet, but I want to thank Rad Puppeteer for coming in and saying hi. If you were just lurking, thank you so much for the lurk. Thank you, Rad. Never go follow Rad. Let me get you a shout out real quick.
You're breathtaking.
Oops. Wrong person.
You're breathtaking.
I didn't mean to shout you out, Mike. You were just lurking. I apologize. My thing was freaking out. I'm gonna go follow Rad Puppeteer and Mike Tropolis apparently because he was working. I apologize. I didn't mean to shout you out. My Steam Deck was freaking out. I was trying to get that thing going. So yeah, I will be back tomorrow. Let's see who's available for a raid for the Twitch people. 13 people on. Ooh, Thrush Creates is on. We're gonna go ahead and raid over to Thrush Creates. They are over there, probably doing some art. yeah, just know we're doing some art. So, yeah, we'll read over them. If you are a subscriber, this is all the Twitch people. If you're a subscriber, you can use this message, and if you don't, you're a subscriber, you go ahead and use this message. Again, I will be back tomorrow, same time. We may be doing some art, or we might be getting back in the Ninja Gaiden. So, and thank you all so much. I will see you in the next video or our stream. Later.
All you gotta do is say the word, you know I'll follow. Now, take the time, yes, show them.